DJI has recently released the Mic Mini, which is their brand new wireless microphone system. It's an awesome little setup, and in this video, we're going to tell you all about it. Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is Adventure Tim, and if you're into action cameras like GoPros and Osmo Actions from DJI, well then you are in the right place. On this channel we do reviews on the cameras and the things that you can do with them, and also mounts and accessories. And if that sounds like your kind of bag, hey, why not hit that notification bell and the subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that's happening and going on in the incredible world of action cameras. Hey, before we kick off, I just want to let you know that this video is not sponsored by DJI. They haven't given me anything for free here. I've actually gone out with my own hard-earned cash and I bought my little microphone system, and I just want to present it to you, what's and all what I think of this little product. Okay, that said, let's get on with the video and let's find out what you get if you decide to buy this little product, the Mic Mini. All right, so right now we're going to do the unboxing of the new DJI Mic Mini. Quick start guide, which comes in handy. Also got some safety guidelines. Got some very cool stickers from DJI as usual. All right, but the other pouch is what we're most interested in. This has got all the good stuff. Wow, look at this. All right, so this is a beautiful carry pouch to carry all your gear in. It's really well made. The quality, nice zip on it. God, it's like one of those. This is like one of those Russian babushka dolls. Okay, so what we have here, first of all, these are a couple of little like wind socks that you can actually put onto the receiver, sorry, onto the microphone. So it kind of cuts out wind noise. And there's two of them in here. Actually, there's two pairs and there's two different colors. That's really good. So you can either go gray or you can go
bad boy black.
Bad boy black. I think I'm going to go black. Okay. So also in this super duper pouch. Actually, we've got two things in here. We've got the USB-C cable. This is for charging your wireless mic. And this one here is your audio cable, which you're going to need as well. And last but not least, so this here is the charging case for the microphones, okay? It's a cool little unit. You can see here on the back, there's a spot where you charge it with the USB-C cable that come with the kit. Press to unlock, so it tells you what to do. So we're going to push down on here, just unlock. And voila, there we go, okay? Yep, so we'll take it out and have a bit of a better look right now. So inside, well, this is a receiver for the DJI Mini mic. Two of these tiny little microphones. Now, each one of these mics only weighs 10 grams, which is insane, right? Which is fantastic. And here on the back of each mic, we have these little mini magnets. So as you can see, you actually tuck these inside your clothing or under your shirt. And this one here is going to be on the outside. And also the last thing we have here, that's your adapter. If you want to plug it into like a cell phone or a mobile phone, you can see it's a USB-C port there. All right, so we're just going to spend a moment right now talking about this charging case. Now the charging case is where it stores all the little donkshies which are involved with this cool product. Now with these transmitters, they can actually be used for, well, when fully charged, they can be used for up to about 11 hours. And the receiver can actually be powered for, or have power for up to about 10.5 hours, which is pretty extraordinary. But if you keep them in the charging kit, you can actually have power up to around about 48 hours, which is going to keep all your microphones and your receiver all like ready to go when you need to use them. And when you open it, the receiver and the transmitters, they pair straight away, and you can tell that they're trying to connect because they've got their flashing green lights here, okay? So see the light here on the front of the receiver, that's flashing green. That's when it's currently searching for a transmitter or something to pair to. And once it has paired, like it has paired in the case with this transmitter here, the light will go solid green. So this tells me that microphone 2 is currently paired up to the receiver. If I take out the second mic as well, you're going to see the second transmitter, you see it too is also going to flash green for a little bit, and now you can see how it's also gone solid there on the receiver. So that means that the microphones are both connected and good to go. So on your transmitter, you've got your little green indicator light here which kind of tells you that it's paired with the receiver. This one here is your pairing button, which we're going to use when we do Bluetooth pairing with a cell phone a little bit later on. And you can also use it if you need to pair it with the receiver. Again, there's also the power button there as well. On the other side, we have another indicator here. And this one will light up yellow if it's in noise cancellation mode. Now, to turn on noise cancellation, all you need to do is tap on the power button here one time. So I'll do that. And then I'll turn it into noise cancellation mode, and you can see how it's turned yellow. So that's just basic noise cancellation. That's handy for like most locations. To turn it off, all you gotta do once again is tap on the power button and it's turned off the noise cancellation. It has a couple of different really cool options though. First of all, it has this incredibly strong magnet. So you can actually place this, say, on a piece of clothing and the magnet at the back of the clothing, and you can just see how strong the magnetic force is. Right, so that's very strong. And the other option you have here, which is pretty cool, is it actually has a clip. So you can actually just clip it onto your clothes as well. Now, another really cool thing is if you are wearing the transmitter and say you've turned off the receiver or the receiver's not in range, what happens is this will actually go to sleep. So it's going to save you on battery life, and then when it recognizes the receiver again or it senses that the receiver is in range, it will fire up again. So that's a great feature. It means that you can just wear it, and then when you're not using it, it's not going to use any battery. That's a really good idea from DJI. Now, the two transmitters are omnidirectional. What does that mean? Well, omnidirectional means that the microphone will pick up sounds all the way around it. And there's two microphones in this particular kit, like I said, and you can actually set it up so you can actually use both microphones at the same time. So say, for example, you're doing an interview with somebody, you can have one on your person and the other person can have the microphone, so you're both going to pick up incredibly clear sound from these little transmitters. So on the receiver, we have a look here. First of all, you can see how we've got indicators showing whether it's paired with the transmitters. So you can see right now I've got mic 1 and mic 2 paired with it. This green light here is the indicator light. It's kind of telling you how it's sort of reaching out to pair to another device. If that ever turns red, that means you actually have less than 10% of charge left in your receiver, and you want to put it back in that amazing charging case. If we look here on the right, we also have a really handy gain option, and this actually allows you to increase your the amount of the level of the microphone up to 12 decibels, or you can even decrease it by 12 decibels as well. Okay, here on the side here we have a power button as well if you want to turn it off. And over here on this side here, we have a pairing button, which you can use to pair it to the transmitters. And also this 3.5mm jack here, which is what we're going to use when we connect it to a regular DSLR camera. On the back, we've got this handy clip, and this actually clip actually allows you to put it into the hot shoe or the cold shoe mount on the top of your cell phone. This thing here on the left here, that's what it connects to in the charging case to charge. This little slider here, we're going to move that off. Now that's got some little tabs there. They actually connect to the little adapter that we use when we want to connect this to a computer or to a smartphone. And over here you've got a USB-C port. You can use it to charge if you want to charge up this unit. And also if you have it plugged into your phone, which is what we'll do shortly, you can actually, and say your phone gets flat, you can actually use this as an input to help charge up your phone as well, which is super cool. So also in the charge kit, we actually get this little adapter here. This one here is a USB-C adapter. This is what you're going to use when you're going to connect your DJI Mic Mini receiver to your cell phone and your computer. It's pretty easy to put on. If you have a quick look at it, you see how there's a red arrow, it's a downward arrow, and to put it onto the receiver, all you need to do is see how there's the white downward arrow. We're going to like line that up, and then we're just going to put it into the groove and just gently push it in until we hear that snap. Once we hear that snap, that means that the receiver is now fully connected to the USB-C adapter. Sometimes called the dead cat or a windsock. What it does is it cuts out wind noise in a windy environment, and it's pretty easy to put on. So if we flip it upside down to kind of show you, you see here there's these couple little legs on that side there, and the other side here is kind of flat. So what we're going to do, we're going to line up this flat part here with the front part of your transmitter, okay? So if we line up the flat part like so, and we're just going to pop it on, and see there's two little divots here on the back of the transmitter. That's going to marry up with these two longer legs. So if we pop it on like that, and just with a simple click, you've now got your windsock attached to your DJI transmitter. Now, another really cool thing about these wind muffs is that because these transmitters are tiny and the case has a fair bit of headroom, you can actually slot it in here and you can store it in here with the head muff on. You don't have to take it off, which is like what you have to do with lots of other wireless microphone systems. So I really like that idea. If you haven't already, you might want to download the DJI Mimo app. You can get it from the Apple App Store, and you can also download it from the DJI website as well. The app is packed full of great features, but the main one that we're looking at here today is how it allows you to make changes to the settings on your DJI Mic Mini transmitters and the DJI Mic Mini receiver. All right, so first of all, we're going to grab the receiver. We'll put the USB adapter onto it, and now we're going to connect that to the bottom of the smartphone here. And you can see how I've got it connected to the other two transmitters. It's really key to make sure you have it connected to the transmitters before you attach it to your smartphone. All right, so we're just going to attach it to the smartphone. Now, this message here appears on my phone. It may not appear on yours, but I'm just going to tap on the OK button here. It just gives me permission to use the app on my Samsung smartphone. So, and once I do that, it brings up this message here where it says go to settings on the right hand side. I'm just going to tap on that one there, and that's going to bring up this screen here, and this is like the device settings menu. If you have a look at the top, it's going to show you the current status of the receiver and the two transmitters that I've currently got connected. So you can see how they've all got plenty of charge in them at the moment. Also, looking on the screen there, one of the settings there is noise cancellation. Now, basic is the mode that you can affect by using the transmitter, by pressing the button on the transmitter, the power button that we showed you earlier. But if you want to change it to stronger noise cancellation, this is something you can only do in the app, and it's quite easy. You just got to tap on the strong option and the noise cancellation level is going to change. If you want to change it back to a basic, that's quite easy as well. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is audio channel. Now, by default, it's set to mono. So mono means that basically you are recording the same sound to both channels, the left channel and the right channel. But there might be sometimes you might want to choose stereo. And stereo might be a situation where you might have two people talking and you want to be able to split their audio in post. So in this case, you choose stereo. Using stereo would also come in handy, say if you're recording and you're driving a vehicle or a motorcycle, and you might want to have one microphone on yourself and the other one attached to the vehicle, so you can include ambient sound in your final production. All right, now beneath that is something called the safety track. Now this only applies when you are in mono mode, and what it does, it actually records a second audio track which is 6 decibels lower than the audio that you are recording. Say you're in a loud environment and you might have some clipping on your audio, you're always going to know that if you're recording in mono mode and you choose this selection, you're going to have that safety track available, so you're not going to lose all your audio in case some of it was distorted. Now the one beneath there is called low cut. This is something that most people wouldn't use, but if you do want to take away any unwanted, normally the lower frequencies from your audio to add clarity to your signal, you can actually choose the slider there. Auto off, when you turn this one here on, your receiver will automatically power off after 15 minutes if it's not being connected. This is just a way to save power. You can also have this option where the auto on and off with the camera means that when you turn the mic off, the camera will turn off, and vice versa as well. That's a good option. And clipping control just automatically adjusts the volume to avoid clipping. Clipping, of course, is distortion, and you don't want to have that in your audio if possible. Now down at the bottom of the screen we can see the transmitter settings here, auto off, so if you can use this slider here to choose that the transmitter will turn off after 15 minutes to save on power. And there's also the power button for noise cancellation as well. So that's the option we showed you earlier on in the video, how you can turn on noise cancellation. If you wish to turn off that option, you can use the slider here
And the bottom one is mic LED. If you want to turn off those little blinking lights or the lights on your mic for some reason or your transmitter, this is where you can do it here under device settings. As the transmitters also have Bluetooth capability, you can directly connect them to your smartphone without having to use the receiver. So in this part of the video, we're going to show you how to do that right now. It's really simple to connect your transmitter via Bluetooth to your smartphone. First of all, what you want to do is you want to press on the linking button on the side of the transmitter, and you're just going to see how when you hold it down for a few seconds, it's going to flash blue and green, and that means it's currently in pairing mode. Now on your smartphone, you want to go into your Bluetooth settings, and you want to wait until that transmitter appears as an available device for you to pair to. Once you see it down there listed on your phone, you can press the pair button, and if you have a look right now, you're going to see how that light that was flashing before has now gone solid blue. So that tells you that we've got Bluetooth capability. Now if we have a look here on the DJI Mimo app, we can see a screen has appeared and it's showing you an image of the transmitter, and it's kind of saying, hey, do you want to connect with that? And of course you're going to click on the connect button. Now you're going to bring up this menu here. Now this is the same as the menu for the transmitter that we saw when we hooked up the receiver earlier. However, you're only limited to a few different options here. So for example, you can have the auto off setting that we spoke about earlier. You can you can turn off the power button to noise cancellation option, and the other one there as well, which is of course you can turn off the mic LEDs if you wish. So that's just if you want to have, say, a smaller footprint and you just want to connect your transmitter to the smartphone.
All right, now one of the great features of the DJI Mic Mini system is it can pair quickly and easily with an Osmo Action camera without needing a receiver on it, or the latest versions of the Osmo Action camera. And it's super simple to do.
Alright, so from the rear screen of the Osmo Action, we're going to swipe down. Now on the top right hand corner there, you can see that little wing nut there. That's the settings icon. So we're going to need to tap on that one there. It's going to bring up our settings menu. Now the third option is labeled wireless mic. We're going to tap on that one. Now it brings up the wireless microphones menu, and you can see how there's space there for two different transmitters, TX1 and TX2. So we're going to tap on TX1. And then your camera is going to start looking for a transmitter to pair to. Now if we grab one of the transmitters, and we're going to hold onto that, or tap on that button, the pairing button. So you can just see there with my thumbnail on it right now. I'm just going to press down and hold onto that. Now if we have a look, now we're going to see how it's flashing between blue and green. That means it's trying to find something to connect to. So only takes a matter of seconds, and if we look here on the back of the Osmo Action 5, we can see how it already says wireless mic connected. We tap on confirm, and we can see already the levels from our microphone is being recorded here on this menu. So we just go back into that for a second. Now we're going to scroll down and show you some of the options available. So the first one there says monitor volume. So here's where we can adjust the level of volume of the microphone quickly and easily. We scroll down a bit more, LED, so we can turn the LEDs on or off like we saw before with the DJI Mimo app as well. There's vibration. Now there's also dual audio recording is one of the options as well. Low cut, we spoke about that a little bit earlier on when we were discussing the Mimo app. And there's a few other options there as well. Now one of them is listed 32-bit float recording. That relates to the DJI Mic 2 wireless microphone system, not this one here, so we don't worry about that one. Auto power off, we saw that one in the Mimo app as well. And you can also format the transmitter here too, if you wish. Alright, so now we're going to grab the second transmitter, and we're going to show you once again how quickly and how easily it is to connect. So once again, we're going to press and hold that linking button, and it'll only take a few seconds. It'll start flashing green and blue. And then if we have a look here on the back of the Osmo Action 5 Pro, there you go. And now it says how it's connected, and it also tells you the battery level of that microphone. And once again, we can see the levels being recorded for the voice or for the audio being picked up by that second transmitter. And once again, we can scroll down and look at the audio settings, or look at the wireless microphone settings, just like we did earlier.
Okay, so we've come outside and we're at a place called Port Gawler here just outside of Adelaide, and we are testing out the microphone, the DJI Mic Mini, and I'm standing around about a metre or so away from the camera, and as you can see, the Mic Mini is attached to the magnet on my shirt there. Yep, great, good close-up. And this is how it sounds when you're outside around about a metre away from the camera, and we are currently not using the noise reduction, but I'm just going to put the noise reduction on right now. It's quick and easy. Just going to tap here on that power button like we showed you earlier, and it's going to turn on the yellow light there. Great. Okay, so this is how the noise reduction sounds with the DJI Mini mic. The wind's picking up a little bit right now, but the sound should hopefully still sound pretty good. All right, so this time we're probably around about 20 meters away from the camera, and we're not using wind reduction. Not using noise cancellation. This is how it sounds from the DJI mic. A little bit of noise around me right now, but it's still kind of pleasant. Now we're going to switch it over to noise cancellation mode, and this is the sounds picking up now with the standard level of noise cancellation with the DJI Mic Mini. All right, so we're outdoors again, and the last location I felt wasn't quite windy enough for us to test out the noise cancellation on the Mic Mini. So I'm down here at St Kilda Beach here in South Australia, just west of Adelaide, and right now we're recording through the Mic Mini, and we've got quite a breeze. You can see my shirt is just rippling quite lovingly in the breeze. And this is how the sound is sounding without the noise cancellation on. So I'm just going to turn around here. So you're probably picking up a bit of wind noise there, ripping across the top of that mic. Okay, so this will only take a second. Let's turn on noise cancellation. And once again, we just got to press on that power button. And that power button here on the side. And here on the side, we can see how it's got a yellow there. The yellow indicator is on. So right now we are recording using the noise cancellation on the DJI Mic Mini. Can you notice the difference? I'm going to do a bit of a move around here. So nice little subtle summer breeze ripping around here. Oh, almost fell over. Good recovery, Tim. And so tell me, how does that sound? Can you actually hear the difference between the previous bit of recording when we didn't have the noise cancellation on? Let me know in the comment section down below. Currently standing about 10 meters away from where the camera is, and this is how the sound is getting picked up. We're not currently using noise reduction, but right now I'm going to flick it on. Noise reduction is turned on, so we're about 10 meters away from the camera, and this is how it sounds, which should be pretty good. All right, so I found a better location than before. If I had gone back any further than where I was standing, I would have ended up in the drink. So if you look behind me, you can see there's a pirate ship there. So that's probably around about, I don't know, 40 or 50 meters away from the camera. So I'm going to be up there on the deck shortly, and then we can compare how the sound is sounding, or how the audio is getting picked up by the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm currently standing on the bow of this pirate ship here. I feel like Jack and the other girl out of Titanic. Hold me, Jack. Probably around about 25, 30 meters away from the camera right now. And this is how it's sounding with the noise reduction turned off. I'm just going to switch it on, like so. And there we have it. This is how it sounds with the noise reduction turned on at this location.
All right, connecting a smartphone to the receiver is pretty easy. So this is a receiver, and if you have a look on there, you can see the USB-C adapter that we showed you earlier on in the video. That's been connected. Now all you need to do is connect that adapter to your smartphone charging port. So I'm using a Samsung S21 right now. It's connected straight away. Now that light has turned green on the receiver, and that kind of shows it's currently connected to the recording device, which in this case is the smartphone. Now I'm just going to grab one of the transmitters, and I'm just going to make sure that's all paired up to that receiver. So as you can see right now, the light is green. So that means that that's fully connected to the receiver, which is attached to the smartphone. If we have a look here on the receiver, we can see how channel 2 or microphone 2 is currently connected. So just go into the camera settings right now on the smartphone. And if we go to video mode, and then if we press that record button to start recording, on the screen it's going to tell us that it's currently recording audio through the transmitter that we've just connected.
Alright, so this time we're recording with a Mic Mini, but this time we're using a smartphone, and this is how it sounds. And we're currently in standard mode. Okay, so currently we're in standard mode. There's no noise cancellation on while we are doing this recording. Alright, so just like the previous one, we're recording with the smartphone, but we're recording to the receiver. Okay, so and now we've turned the noise cancellation on as we're walking through this shopping center here. Sunday afternoon, things are a bit quiet now, but you can still hear how the noise cancellation is actually getting rid of some of the sounds that are circulating around me as I walk along. All right, so previously we listened to basic noise cancellation, strong noise cancellation. Now we've switched it to the basic setting as we are cruising along here. So once again, recording from the DJI Mic Mini to the receiver, which is attached to the smartphone. Okay, so we're outside right now, and I've actually got the new DJI Mic Mini attached to my Samsung cell phone. I'm currently standing around about maybe a couple of meters away. It's kind of windy right now, which is kind of interesting and a good way to test it. Here on this baseball diamond, how does it sound? Let me know. Because what I'm going to do right now is go back a little bit further on this baseball diamond so you can hear how the sound quality is for this microphone. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm standing quite a bit further away right now from the cell phone or the smartphone, probably around about, I don't know, at least about 10 meters maybe. And this is the sound quality that's getting picked up by this new microphone here from DJI, the Mic Mini. All right, let's go back even further. All right, so I'm much further away, the other side of the pitcher's mound. Okay, so traveled a great distance. There is nothing obstructing the area. There's no trees, there's no mountains or anything like that. So that's obviously kind of helping with the quality. But what do you think? All right, so I'm actually way beyond the baseball diamond right now. I'm probably standing like a real deep second base. If you were playing baseball or softball, how does it sound? Want me to go one more? Me too, let's go. Now, I hope you can still hear me or hear me clearly, because I am way, way, way at the back of this baseball diamond right now. I'd be fielding, if I was playing the game or playing softball, I'd be fielding like a deep right field. So how does it sound on this little lavalier mic, or this wireless lavalier mic from the good people at DJI? Let me know in the comments section down below. I would love to hear from you. How did that sound?
Of course, you can also pair your transmitters to the DJI Mimo app via Bluetooth, or to your smartphone via Bluetooth as well. I'm just going to show you how to do it right now. So in this case, I've actually turned the transmitter off, so I'm just going to turn it on first of all. Hold down. Now, because it's been paired before, it hasn't sort of gone into that pairing mode. It's gone straight to solid blue. That tells me that it's paired with my phone. Now I'm pressing that camera icon at the bottom of the Mimo screen. Now this option comes up here where it says, okay, I've recognized the transmitter, and what you want to do right now is to tap that connect button on the Mimo app to connect the Mimo app and the smartphone with the transmitter. Okay, so just like before, we've now gone into the transmitter menu, but what it also means is that the transmitter is now connected to your smartphone. So if you're going to do any recording, it's going to record the audio on the transmitter straight to your smartphone, which is such a cool option.
So this time we're connected via Bluetooth from the Mic Mini to the smartphone, and it's currently in just regular mode, so there's no noise cancellation. This time we're walking through the shopping center and we are using noise cancellation with the Mic Mini directly connected to the smartphone via Bluetooth. How does it sound?
Does it sound any better or worse than when it was connected to the camera? Which is your favorite setting? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, so right now we're going to show you how you can connect to a computer using the DJI Mic Mini receiver. Now, we've got the USB connector on it like we used before with the phone, and this is my wife's laptop. Yes, she's a big fan of Wonder Woman, just in case you were asking. Now, turn on the laptop, easy peasy. Now, all we need to do is slot that receiver, which as you can see is already connected to the transmitters. And we're just going to slot that into the USB port on the side of the computer. Now look at that, tap it in. We'll hear a bit of a click. Now see how that light has gone from blinking to a solid green light. So that means it's connected. That's how quick and how easy it is to connect this receiver to your laptop. Now, if I go into my editing program, which is Final Cut Pro, what we have a look here at the top, if I go up into the option where I want to say record a voiceover, I go down here on the options, and then we have a look here under the inputs. You can see how straight away DJI Mic Mini, these are the options that are available. So I could actually use that one of the mics right now as a microphone, and you've got a choice between choosing between channel 1, which is one microphone, or the channel 2, or you can choose both microphones with stereo. So how awesome is that? That's a really super smart feature. So if you want to attach the receiver to your DSLR camera, it's pretty easy. First of all, we're going to use this 3.5mm jack here, and we're just going to connect end of the cable to that, like so. And then the other end, we're going to attach to the mic input on the camera. So I've connected the mic input to the cable that's come with the kit here on the left-hand side. And if you look here on the top, you can see the receiver, and I've actually connected it there. And I've also put the receiver into the cold shoe mount on top of my Canon camera. It's super easy, and as you can see, the indicator is green here, solid green, and that shows me that the two transmitters are connected. You might need to go into your camera's settings, your microphone settings as well, to increase the levels. And if you need to do that, you can turn the dial on here to increase them or decrease them as you see fit. But refer to your camera's manual for those settings. As a rule, it's kind of good to have your audio between -12 to -6 decibels. That way you get good sound and you prevent any clipping in your audio.
It's really hard to believe that you can pack all this goodness into such a small, tiny package as what DJI has presented here with the Mic Mini. This little microphone system will suit almost anybody who wants to do some filming, whether it's on their phone or with their action camera or even their SLR camera or even your computer. It's super versatile, and for that reason, I give it a massive thumbs up. To learn more about products like this awesome one here from DJI, the Mic Mini, what you need to do is click on this video over here next. Thank you for your company. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.